Yo, you know what I miss? I miss when life was simple. You know what I'm saying? When it was like, truthfully, truthfully, before all of the tech shit, the technology shit. Like I miss, bro, having caller ID on the house phone and missing a call and calling somebody back if you wasn't in the crib at the time or you might have been out running around. Like I miss when it wasn't mandatory to have a cell phone. Like I really remember them times where like I was in the in crowd, but I may have not. My grandma might have not bought me a phone yet. You know what I'm saying? As a young nigga, so I still had to. I was using my homie's phone if they had a cell phone, or I still was using the house phone. The house phone was my shit, nigga. If I came outside to sit on the step and my shit traveled a little bit outside the crib, nigga, I was liable to have a cordless phone in my pocket or in my hoodie, waiting for that motherfucker to ring. And I couldn't go as far as my shit. I can't. You come out my door with some steps, and then it was a long pathway with the lawn, and then it was like 3 more steps. Sometimes we ain't sit up close to the crib. We sit a little further down by the crib, but nigga, I couldn't leave that area, nigga, because that phone had to ring, and I had to be able to make my call or receive my call, or sit there on the phone, go outside, sit on the step. Like I said, miss a phone call, check the call ID, see who probably left you a message, or whoever called, while you was out or you was running around, you was at the mall or whatever the case may be. I miss just how simple life was. We was young niggas, man. We used to go to the deli, stand out there and shit, see if we could catch an old head to get us a 40 ounce, get us a pack of cigarettes or get us a blunt, so we could smoke a little weed, roll our little weed up and exploring the city, getting on a bus, going to see girls, meeting up with people from the party line, going to different neighborhoods and shit, being safe enough. Neighborhoods was still going down, but just we ain't had that kind of fear, bro. We was able to go into different neighborhoods, even if it was to go to a dollar party or, like I said, to go meet up with some girls or something and go hang out in their neighborhood. We was cool. It was enough of us, you know what I mean? We wasn't worrying about damn niggas gonna run up on us and shoot us the fuck up for nothing, or like it wasn't. It ain't get to that point yet. It wasn't there yet. Shit for real, shooting and shit like that was really, it was always around, but we was in the era like right before it got crazy. Like niggas was still fighting, and depending on who you was fighting, you know what I mean, nigga might be on some I'll be right back shit and might go try get go equip itself with something, you know what I'm saying? But that shit wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. We was like on a fine line of that. Like, I mean, niggas was still getting clapped and shit, but it wasn't there yet. Just nigga got a little $40 between us. We didn't smoked our little weed. We in my basement. You know what I mean? Niggas ordering out. You know what I mean? Just get on the part like, yo, bro, call some chicks, bro. Like, I mean, hey, you ain't got no bitches, nigga. Let me go on my phone. Damn, I did meet Shorty at the mall. Damn, I ain't never been calling. Damn, I forgot I wrote this number that, like, but that's my experience. Not that was everybody's experience before life became what it is today. But just a small little rundown on how my teenage young adult years was, how my life was pre-technology, pre-social media. We was living, man. We was living. We was for sure living. And just calling a spade a spade. I don't know if that was their intentions, but knowing them, you really can't put nothing past them. But social media, technology, phones, and all of like that evolution, it fucked life up, man. It fucked life up. And I don't know what's sadder, thinking about how simple life was and how full of life was, or the fact that, like, even if they took all of this shit away, even if tomorrow we woke up and phones no longer exist, or Wi-Fi or social media shut down, or just the things we're doing on everyday now were no longer available to us, it can never go back to what it was. It can never go back to the 90s, early 90s. Like I said, I don't know the age range of people that watch my videos, so the 80s might have been your shot, the 70s might have been your shot, the 90s was my shot, because I'm a late 80s baby, but I stumped around in the 90s, and then early 2000s I was stepping into my teenagehood and young adulthood. But regardless, I think for the majority of the people that watch this content and this channel can relate and know what life was like pre-technology, pre-social media. And like I said, I don't know if it's sadder, the fact that we can never get that back, no matter if they took the shit all the way today. And the reason we can't get it back is because it's been shown, it's too late. It's been exposed to the people. The people have experienced it, have experienced smartphones and spending hours scrolling and spending days, you know what I mean, just on the phone. Consoles was around in the 90s, bro. Consoles ain't never have a motherfucker sitting in the house all day. PlayStation 8, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, Game Boy Color. Even when I had that, we was outside. You ain't need no Wi-Fi, nigga. You just needed some batteries. I still would put that motherfucker down. And run around. And be out that motherfucker playing tag, put that bitch in my pocket, or I might put it down and shit, I might lose it. But it was at the time, nigga, you was traumatized, or you was gonna get your ass whooped for losing your Game Boy Color, or whatever the case may be, or lending your PlayStation out, whatever the case may be. But it was, looking back, it was a beauty. It was a beauty. It was an amazing thing in that, because you was outside, you was playing, you was active, you was running around, you was enjoying your childhood. So even if you lost that motherfucking Game Boy, nigga, and your mom said she ain't buying you another one, your childhood still was lit. Life still went on. The days and the weeks and the months still went on, because you was salty, but you still was going outside. You damn near gonna forget you lost that motherfucker. Of course, until there's times where you got downtime and you ain't got nothing to do, and it would have came in handy. But it wasn't much of that. It wasn't a lot of those times, unless you was going to an appointment, or you had to sit on the bus, or you know what I mean. You was doing some shit with your mom or something. Y'all had to go somewhere and all that. Thinking about that sometimes, like, how the fuck my mom was able to stand at the bus stop, go to appointment, sit in the lobby with nothing to occupy her time but a fucking a magazine, a Jet magazine, a Source magazine, or some shit. But even further than that, Jet magazine. What was occupying her time? She ain't had no phone to look down at. She ain't had no phone to distract her. I ain't had no phone to distract me. My childhood was lit, I'll tell you no lie. My teenage years was lit. Like I said, even when I was coming into 16, 17, bro, it couldn't have hit until, like, this shit ain't get bad till I probably was like 22. So I'm gonna say like the first iPhone. But even with the tech was here. That's why I don't want to blame too much on one thing and not the other. The technology was starting to evolve. The social media, fuck, nigga. That it was like it was already a crazy jab, and then that counter just knocked niggas the fuck out. Or that hook, that uppercut, bro. That straight jab was the straight jab was the technology. The motherfucking uppercut was motherfucking social media. That downed everybody. That downed everybody for the count. But just thinking about like, damn, life was lifing, man, and I mean that in the best way. So simple, bro. I felt like back then we was really experiencing life. Like we was living. And now I feel like with all of this shit, we existed. So we went from living, whether you want to admit it or not, you might want to believe that you living your life and all that, but, and that's bullshit, but yo, we was living pre-technology, pre-social media, and now we just existing. And you can see it. Imagine right now, no technology, no social media, no none of that. Imagine the gift that we would be able to give our children of just how we came up, how we played, the things we did for fun. Imagine. It would just be a easy transition, a smooth transition. Passing the torch down so easily. Try that shit. Try to get your kids to emulate. Try to do that now in today's time. Bro, your kids gonna look at you like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? We don't want to do none of that shit. We got our phones, bro. I got Roblox, dog. I got Minecraft. I got Fortnite. I got TikTok, bro. I'm cool. I don't need none of that shit you talking about. Run around all day until I get tired and be sweating, falling, cutting myself, scraping my knees and my legs and my hands. What? It don't even, it's not attractive, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just not attractive to the kids, to the, you know what I mean, to the youth. That's why I say, like, I wonder if this was the plan all along. But man, I miss just how it was. I can't really explain it, but like, it was special. I knew I was living, bro. I didn't know what this was gonna feel like. I had no way of knowing how this was gonna